So, okay, so assists. Let's start with the obvious good ones, right? We got GT Goku, Kid Buu, Trunks is really good, Bardock, is Yamcha S? I'll put him there. 18, I'll put like right there. 17 S? Yeah, his assist is mad good. Someone guard cancels, you just call it, you explode off of it. It's pretty good. They explain Jiren assist C, I feel like it would be at least low B. Alright, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna go down. Okay. So GT Goku being S tier. It kinda like speaks for itself, to be honest with you. Like, his assist does so much that characters like need, like, it's an anti-air, it's a beam. It forces people to either like jump or like stay down back in like a certain part of the screen, right? So it's a really good assist to force your opponent to do something, but at the same time it gives you mix-ups, it gives you combos. Very versatile assist. Kid Buu, same thing. You get combos off of it. It's not really a neutral assist, it's more or less like a like lockdown, but it has its uses in neutral. There are certain ways you can use it and call it to your advantage as the Kid Buu player, right? But yeah, like, it's very strong. Literally, it gives every character a mix-up. Then we have Trunks. Trunks, not really, doesn't really give every character mix-up. Some characters benefit more from it than others, but because it's very low in block stun, but what it lacks in block stun, it makes up with like how much of the screen it just takes up when it explodes, right? It's very fast when you call it, and it you get like combos off of it, right? But it's just really good in neutral. It just covers a lot of the screen, and it's really good. It's overall really good. Yamcha, very fast assist, covers a good part of the screen, like horizontally, and you know, combo assist, very strong. It's kind of one of those assists like how Kazunoko used to use it back when he was like smoking everyone. Was like he would just jump over, call Yamcha, because it just starts up so fast. One of the fastest assists, and it just keeps you in block stun for so long. You get a mix up, you can just call it to punish people. Very strong. 17 I put up here because the way you can use his assist makes it an S tier assist. Why? Because you can kind of use it like 18s, except it auto punishes because he does like the little beam, and the starter you get off it, someone explodes if you get hit by it, right? So like, just having the threat, and then the thing is you can on reaction call it to beat guard cancels where you normally have to vanish and stuff like that. So it also adds to its strength. Like, you just explode someone off of it with one good assist call. So the beam assists, right? These two assists, they're very good. Right? Obviously they cover like the whole like ground portion of the screen, and that you kind of just win neutral, and that you just call it, boom, I win. But obviously not as strong as like, let's say GT Goku beam, right? Because it doesn't answer, you can jump, and then you have to cover the top part of the screen. But they all have their uses and like ways you can use them to like open up your opponent or like control certain parts of the neutral. So I've played against players who only play like Goku, right? And their neutral is very strong, right? They cut off certain areas, or they make me move a certain way or whatever. But yeah, so beam assists, they're very strong. They're also very fast too. You have to like preemptively do something to like stuff them from calling out, so that's why they're really strong. It's kind of like you can just call it if the opponent isn't ready for it. It'll make them block, or they get hit, punished, right? Base Goku assist, another weird assist, but also very strong. Like, not only does it have a lot of block stun, so it gives a lot of characters normally wouldn't get. It has, I think it's like 32 frames or something. I forget how much, but yeah, like the amount of block stun it has on it is crazy. You get so many mix-ups off of it, and it's such a strong assist. And not to mention, you get hit by it, the corner carry is godlike. You get so, like, it takes you like half screen, and it's really up to you to just combo with that. It's very good, very strong assist. Works with almost every character in the game. Very strong assist. Bardock assist, kind of like Yamcha's assist, except it's just one hit. Good amount of blocks to give a lot of characters mix-ups and strings they otherwise wouldn't have. But it's very strong, like counter call assist. Most people don't use it like that. but like it's very strong counter call assist. Like you think of it, you have to think of your assist as like a normal, right? So Bardock's assist is like this normal that runs like quarter screen and can put someone in block stun, punish someone for whiffing, punish an assist call, something like that, right? So that's how I look at Bardock. Very strong, fast one-hit assist. Leads to a lot of scenarios. Sets up a lot of good situations for many of like the higher tier characters that can take advantage of it. And then we have Vegeta assist. Vegeta assist goes without saying, very strong neutral assist, right? Like he controls a part of the screen that a lot of assists don't, right? It's kind of like a, because none of the beams come out behind you. Vegeta comes out like right above, like behind you but above you, right? So it's kind of hard to hit him at some point, where someone can just be calling Vegeta and you can't really stop them from calling it because you're not in that area. But yeah, very strong, good for combos as well. Very universal assist, right? It can be used for almost anything. Neutral, combos. The lockdown and mix-ups you get off of it aren't very traditional, since you can like super dash it, or you can reflect, right? So they kind of sets up like a, not mind gamey thing, but kind of like a check to see like, all right, well, my opponent, is he gonna super dash or is he gonna like reflect, and then it sets up kind of like that RPS after they choose to reflect or do any options after that. So how do I think Vegeta's assist would be if they decided to do that with him and just gave him the first hit of his auto combo? That'd be a broken assist. It's just his kick. That'd be broken. That'd be super broken. Then we have the DP assists, right? These three. Gohan, and Buller. Yeah, so these guys, they're very, imagine having an invincible assist. That's what like Team Gohan is, and freaking Buller over here. Right? Very strong, invincible assists, like after you call them, you can like block a hit and they'd still come out, right? Very strong assist. And then like Adult Gohan, his is different, because it's more of like a vertical angle that it covers. I mean, they're all anti-air assist, right? But his covers more like closer to you and more vertical, whereas like Cooler and Teen Gohan go more horizontal at like an up forward kind of angle. Very strong assist. But yeah, I mean, like very strong. Like I said, a lot of these assists are very universal and they offer different strengths, but they can be used in the same way as a lot of other assists, right? So like you can counter call, meaning like you can run up, call it before someone could hit you, and they would punish that person for approaching you or trying to take their turn, right? So these assists can be used like that as well. Similarly, Zamasu can too, because he's kind of like a beam. It's a beam assist, but it's a single hit. But it also kind of acts as like a kind of like ghetto anti-air, because it hits a part of the screen, like jumping, where like if you were to jump right in a beam's not gonna make you jump, or a beam will make you jump, but it's not gonna anti-air you from jumping unless it's like GT, right? But Zamasu's will put you in air block stun because it has such a high vertical hitbox, and the hit stun on it is very like, that's a lot of hit stun. There's a lot of hits on it, so it's very easy to convert off of it. But you can visually see it and confirm off of it. It also gives you a lot of mix-ups too. And one of the benefits of it that not a lot of others just have is like it will come out behind it, right? So, or behind the person that called it, the point character. So that's very good for counter calling and just like approaching in the neutral in general, right? Very good. Piccolo assist. This assist is literally auto neutral. Don't I have a lot to say about Piccolo? This assist literally auto neutral. Like you can just call it at any point. There's nothing on the screen, and it will work. Will literally just work. It's so stupid. But like the floating orb is very good, and then the fact that like it pulls you out of the corner, it's kind of random. Like it'll just lead to like you can just call it, and then you can just be blocking a mix-up. It just pulls you out of the corner. So it's very strong in that regard. Combos and stuff like that, I feel like I really don't have to talk about it. Like it's not really the focus. It's more neutral. So neutral, it does offer like, it's kind of like it's a key blast assist, right? So you can like super dash it or reflect it. But if you've ever seen like Goichi use it or like Hook use it, right? They have ways of like baiting out your reflect or your super dash while using this assist. So it becomes like a mind gaming assist too, because of the fact that it won't just put you in raw blocks and you have to just block, right? It's because of that. It's one of the strengths of it too, and it's also one of its weaknesses. So you can play it up both ways. And then we have Base Vegeta. Base Vegeta kind of reminds me of GT Goku assist, except it's not as fast, but it covers a similar angle, right, of the screen. Also doesn't have that much hit stun, but comes up behind you and you can call it. You can also counter call people. So it does offer some variety to the assist scheme, and it's a full screen assist, so you can call it and it'll like kind of like curve up, right? So it's very good. It can be used in very like niche ways. Hook really said Piccolo assist sucks. It's because he's not a tournament player, bro. Exactly. Listen to me. I'm a professional. Hook just a stream. Anyway, back to me. So let's go to Fat Majin Buu. This dude Majin Buu's assist pretty good. It reminds me of Tien. That's why I have them here. Like you can just call it very fast assist. Although it's not a beam. Very low on the durability. Very low on durability. But like Fat Buu, if it hits you, a lot of hit stun. The block stun's pretty decent too, so you get mix-ups off of it from the players that I played, so it's pretty good. Tien, similar to Fat Buu, except it has a beam property. And it's a single hit. The block stun, very low, but in neutral, it offers like a very hit confirmable like option to your play. So it's very strong, and I like the variety it gives too. Frieza is an interesting one because it's all about how you control the screen, and this allows it can be used against you and like and it can be used against you or it can be used to your benefit, right? Because it always has like a preset distance depending on how far or how close you are. So if you're really close to that person, you're really locked out of calling the assist because it's not going to do anything. If they're like, there's a dead zone, right? Where sure, it'll hit everything past that dead zone where it tracks you, but it's very strong. Is it really hit confirmable? Not really. You have to commit to trying to confirm, but you can't truly hit confirm it. So you'd have to like try to hit confirm, or just like confirm the hit after you call it, which really isn't the same as truly hit confirm. But in neutral, very strong. You could like float around, call Frieza, and like change the momentum really fast. Hit assist. I think hit assist is very good because after you call it, the shit's invincible. It's a very good counter calling assist, similar to like a Bardock, where you can think of it as a normal. Same thing with base Goku. Think of it as like a normal, but that normal after it's on the screen is invincible. You get a lot of hits, and very hit confirmed. So it's just another normal to your team basically. It's very strong. Very worth like using if you're able to apply it if you're a hit player, right? Now we're at Android 18. Android 18 assist, I think very good, but not a lot of teams have use for it. Or it's very hard for certain characters to make use for it, right? You have to be kind of player too who's very committed to the idea of using Android 18 assist the way that, like, let's say a player like Shanks does, right? He's the best example to use. Very strong. His team has a lot of not obvious gaps, but where there is gaps, he fills them with 18 assists, right? Where you'd want to hit a button or something like that. It was very strong. Creates a lot of opportunity, like checks, like to check what the opponent is doing. Broly assist, it's alright. It's kind of like a slower fireball. I think it has beam property as well, so it'll like feed a beam if it gets startup. But very slow startup. The combo ability is also very strong. The block stun's also very good too, so you get mixed off it. So pretty strong. All these B tier assists are like low block stun or like low mix-up tier assists, but in neutral they're like okay. So like 21, same thing. Like the block stun is like okay. Neutral, it's alright because it's very slow startup, and the ball also moves very slow across the screen. I'll rename D to something. What will I rename it? Vibe check. Anyway, Ginyu, sort of like Bardock and like Yamcha, right? Like these extensions of your normal type assist, right? Like it's very slow, but it has a lot of hit stun. So you can't really use it as a counter call. It's mostly like an assist where you call it for mix-ups and blocks and stuff like that. So not too much variety with him as a lot of these other assists in the B tier category use. Same thing with Cell. He's kind of like, he covers that Vegeta position of the screen, but it's a beam. Very low block stun beam though. low block stun, and it's not really a neutral assist. If Krillin is Solar Flare, yeah, it'd be good if he was Solar Flare. It's not, so it's not good. Like it's the block stun on Cell assist. Right, not too strong, not the best assist to Gabe, but it does offer very unique like hit confirm situations, and if it does hit, it has a lot of hit stun on it, so very hit confirmable, right? Any part of the screen where it does hit sets up a lot of interesting situations too because of the angle it covers. So it's very good for counter calling, like punishing, controlling the ground game, especially because of the downward angle it goes at. It's very strong in that regard, in controlling parts of the screen, which is one of the most important part of fighting games, right? It's just the spacing between you and your opponent and what you can cut off and check them in different parts of the screen. So now we have Gotenks. Gotenks assist is it's a ring that traps you, and it's 2 parts, or it's 2 hits. On hit, very good, like you get some very good extensions or resets, right? But on block, kind of not too much block stun. You have to be a very specific character to take advantage of Gotenks assist. But if it does make you block it, you do get some pretty good mix-ups. There are some setups where you can use it in the neutral, like you can do a beam, call Gotenks, and then bang, they have to take a mix-up. They have to take, yeah, you know, they have to react to your offense. So pretty good. Not too many uses though. Not too unique in that kind of regard of like, I can just use it in the neutral to beat someone. You have Trunks is better than the beams? Yeah, I think it's better. Where am I? Janemba? Janemba assist? This assist is garbage, I think. Every assist after this, I think, is like garbage. So like Janemba, I think his assist is garbage. It's really just a combo assist, like in neutral. It doesn't matter about the block stun. It matters about what it's doing in the neutral. But yeah, like Janemba assist, this assist is trash. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. It's a key blast that tracks, but it takes forever, and you can literally, if you're moving, this assist will never hit you. I can be holding forward and it will not track me. Or it'll track where I was like a frame ago, right? So it's just not gonna, like, this assist is garbage. 16 assist, also kind of garbage. It used to be like a normal, comes out in front of you, so you used to be able to kind of like just mash it when it had more block stun, but this is trash now. It's kind of garbage. I mean, it has its uses. Like the block stun is really low, but you know, no one really plays 16 anymore, so we'll put it down here. Nah, it's better. Then we have Vegito Assist. Vegito Assist is... Actually, I'll put this one in here. I'll explain. Vegito Assist is like... It's like good neutral because it sets up like very unique scenarios in neutral where like the opponent is either just going to reflect or they're going to super dash. And you can easily set up like baits for both, right? But at the same time, like... It's very easy to stuff because it has such high startup, but the assist overall does control neutral. So I'll put it up here. Might be the best B tier assist, in my opinion. It controls neutral very well when you're able to get it up because that move is so strong and it covers like 3 different angles. It covers like the jump, like horizontally a bit because it's 3 hits, 3 different parts, right? Covers like the normal jump range and then also the ground too. So it's very strong. It's very fast when it does come out too. It just takes a while to start up. But when it's active, it's very fast. Your assist, kind of just sucks, dude, to be honest. I really don't think it's that good. Some people think it's pretty good. I don't think it's that good. Because it's like a key blast into a kick. So like you can set up some mix-ups with it and stuff like that. But in neutral, it's not, I don't think it's an assist you really just like call in neutral. They should at least have 16. Yeah, they should at least give 16 his blocks and assist back. Nope. Nope. They deleted that character for a reason because he was a piece of shit. Fuck that character. He does not deserve to be in the game anymore. Anyway, Nappa assist. Pretty good. What does this assist remind me of? It has a lot of hit stun and block stun. It was a very good assist to counter call with. Very, you call it like a beam. Basically, it's just a one hit giant assist. The durability of it isn't that good. And it's very fast, but it's very strong assist. Like if you can like confirm off of it and stuff like that. It's very strong, but nothing like crazy. Videl is basically a shitty Bardock. Like it doesn't go far. It's not fast and doesn't like have that much hit stun on it. So it's like, it's basically Bardock assist, but very, very bad. Very, very watered down. So the reason I put Gogeta up here, right? Put Gogeta up here because the assist, although it may take a while to start up, compared to, let's say, a Bardock or a Yamcha, right? Because it's a similar assist where you use it as like a normal. Although on hit is very strong. On block too, when it, like, as long as it's able to start up and come out, very strong assist. So, and it does offer, because it does go through certain like key blasts and stuff like that, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's a very strong assist. If you can like play around it and make it, or give enough screen space for it to come out and like poke other assists and stuff like that. So it has its uses. So these assists, right? Like Goku Blue's assist just sucks. It gives you sliding knockdown, but how many characters can really take advantage of it? And it's like, if your character needs an assist to do sliding knockdown, character probably sucks, to be honest. And it's kind of like a waste, right? IMO. Jiren assist, everyone thinks the assist is good, but like, it sends you full screen, like a beam would, but you can't confirm because it has no hit stun. You hit the wall, and then that's it. You really can't confirm. It's not really that good. The block stun on it is decent though, if they can block it, but like calling it neutral is like not a thing because it just takes a while to start up. Blue Vegeta in neutral, it's like whatever, to be honest. It's where it really gets scary is when people start using it as like a stagger tool, or they call it on block, right? It's not really that good though to call it neutral because of how long it takes to start up. It comes out at such an awkward high angle that you can't snipe it most of the time. But a lot of the higher tier characters can. Krillin, bruh, he throws a rock at you. That's it. He throws one rock or two rocks. I don't know, but that's a vibe check. If you get hit by it, that's a vibe check. Definitely a vibe check assist, for sure. For sure, a vibe check. You get that. One fucking rock. Alright, well that's it. That's it. I'm gonna tweet a picture of this just to trigger people. Get my impressions up, you know what I'm saying? Base Goku assist and Gogeta assist are busted as hell? Nah. Not busted. They're good. They have uses. They're not busted in neutral. Definitely not busted.